with some comedy. I know you got a lot of entertainment options here in Tacoma. We go to a dance club. I don't like dance clubs. I can tell what kind of people are in a dance club just from the bass line coming out of the dance club, okay? If you go by a dance club and all you hear is douche, 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 douche. That's what's in there. Right, a bunch of douches. And several fedoras. Yeah. My friends try to get me to a dance club. They say it's a good place to meet people. I've never found that to be true. It's too loud for me to meet someone in a dance club. I can't talk to anyone. If I want to meet someone, I have to base it all on body language. And there could be some mistakes. Yeah, I was at a club. I thought this girl was giving me googly eyes. I went up to her. She just had googly eyes. So we went out for a few months. Well, she could see things from different angles. Did not last. Eventually, we didn't see eye to eye. Breaking up with her. That is an awkward talk. The breakup talk, you never know the right way to tell someone. And people tell you just be honest, but no one's ever honest in a breakup, or else every breakup would sound a lot more like this. I'm breaking up with you. Why? We're getting on so great. What happened? I got to know you. There's a room full of people that have gotten to know someone. It is tough going through a breakup, no matter what side you're on. You're sad for a while. And your friends will see you sad. They want to cheer you up, right? Because they're your friends. And they always have the same plan to cheer you up after a breakup. Right? Like, let's take you out drinking and get you laid, man. Best way to get over someone is to get under someone. Don't go out drinking and try to get laid right after a breakup, okay? You can go out and you might even go home with someone, but you will probably cry fuck them. That's traumatic for both parties. Now there's two sad people. Your friends failed you and a stranger. Again, it's not the way to get through a breakup. Here's what you should do right after a breakup. This is how I get through it. I stay home and smoke weed. And play video games. It's a better plan. If you smoke enough weed, it'll dry your eyes out, which stops the tears. Medicinal effect. And no matter how stoned I've ever been, I always found video games a lot easier to figure out than women, okay? Video games come with an instruction manual no one needs to read. You just start pushing buttons and see what happens, and don't try that with a lady. Yeah, find out what the buttons do before you push them. Okay? A lot of guys have trouble finding one of the buttons. Yeah, none of those guys laughed at that joke. Right? The little man in the boat. Yeah. He's just north of the on-ramp. Google Maps will not help you here. The video games, if you don't know what you're doing, there's a walkthrough online you look at that tells you exactly what to do. There's a lot of advice on women online, but it is never as simple as jump, jump, shoot. Although in most situations I have found myself saying, oops, I shot too soon. Which is another thing. Video games give you bonus points for finishing quickly. No one's disappointed, you just unlocked an achievement. It's a brand new armor. I'm not trying to imply I have an issue with premature ejaculation. I don't. I have on occasion had an issue with immature ejaculation. That's where I throw it on her face and giggle. I admit that is pretty immature. Especially if you do the Spider-Man noise when you do it. It's very immature. You guys, if you're going to try that tonight, don't go to sleep right away. Video games, you can try. I have a dumb idea like that. You can try it. You can try a dumb idea in a video game, and you might ruin everything with your stupid idea. But at least video games have a save point. You go back to and act like nothing ever happened. Right? Women don't have a save point. You got a memory card. Very difficult to erase. Start with vodka, work your way up to diamonds. If that fails, call a lawyer, you know. Men don't have a save point either. Men do have a reset button. It's down here. It's a lot like an old Nintendo cartridge. That's right, sometimes you gotta blow on it to make it work. Put it in now! Oh, it's still all blocky. So try it again. Oh, call your brother, he's better at this. I've been on the road a lot this year. I've driven across the country 2-3 times. And people tell me I should just fly around. I don't want to do that. I don't like flying. I don't like the rules at the airport. You gotta take your shoes off. Someone made a bomb out of shoes. Right? They take your toothpaste, because I guess you can make a bomb out of that. And then a guy made a bomb out of his underwear. I'm all out of places to hide weed. Used to be able to slip it through in a few spots. Yes, I know that would make the weed a little tainted. Buy my tape, that's right. That right back there. It was a good spot, but you can't do that anymore. They got a full body scan or a pat down. They're like, sir, is that weed in your pants? No, my balls are just skunky. They have little red hairs. Keep them in the Ziploc for freshness. Washington State legalized marijuana. At the same time, they legalized same-sex marriage. Which, that's the way it had to be done. Because if you're going to a gay wedding, you need to get high first. It's a lot more fun. It's great food, beautiful arrangements, plus there's a rave afterwards. Plus you can play Who Has a Dick Here. Well, look at her hands. I've been traveling. I've been to a lot of interesting places. I went to Wisconsin. I found out people in Wisconsin are as proud of their cheese as Idaho is of their race. Very proud, very proud. They call it the cheese homeland. I drive all over the country, man, and I like it because I have a classic car. I have a 1989 Toyota Corolla. It's a collector's item. Yeah, there's a few bill collectors that are for it. That's why I can't check in on Facebook anymore. Driving across country could be fun. I love America. I love love seeing the whole country, man. And when you drive across country, you're like, this is beautiful for a while. And then you get to a place where you're like, wow, we have some states we could delete. They're doing nothing for us. The more right angles your state has on the map, the less you're doing for it. Does it drive across Wyoming? Jeez. You know you're in a boring state when you see a sign that says historic viewpoint, and you go to check, you pull over and check out the historic viewpoint, and there's a big sign that says, "Can you believe people used to have to walk through this bullshit?" Centuries ago, people would walk for months through this bullshit because they heard California was nice. We have some states we could delete. We have 2 Dakotas. Right? That's a duplicate situation. Let's trade one of them to Canada for some health care. I know, we'll have to throw in some draft picks. It's not a good deal for that. I could use some health care. I don't have health insurance right now. I can't get it. I have a pre-existing condition that's not covered. I'm broke. Yeah, turns out no providers cover that one. I'm so broke, I was at the drive-thru at Jack in the Box trying to buy 2 tacos with pocket change, and I was nervous because I was trying to slip the guy a Canadian quarter. And he took it. I was so relieved. As I drove away, I was like, thank God I didn't try the Mexican quarter. Because he would have recognized it. You look like a coin collector. But I don't have a lot of money, and I don't have health insurance, and when you don't have money or health insurance, you still get sick. It's just all you can do is Google your symptoms. Right? Oh, I have cancer. That's always the first result on Google. Probably cancer. Come on, Google. It's a runny nose. Sinus cancer. So I will go further down the results to an alternative medicine site and try to get a second opinion from hippies. Usually it's, try smoking weed. I did, that's when I thought to look this shit up. Told me it was this runny nose, hippie. Oh, you need a neti pot, man. A neti pot is this backward-looking teapot with a backward spout. You put salt water in it, and you put the spout in your nostril, and you tilt your head. Water comes out the other nostril. It's like a water slide for boogers. And it's very entertaining if you don't have cable. And if you don't have health insurance, you should probably skip cable. If you keep the internet, you gotta Google some things. I had something I had to Google. It's kind of embarrassing. I had a hemorrhoid. Yeah, every butt-related condition is embarrassing. Like, what's wrong? My butt hurts. What happened? I pooped too long. I got this new smartphone. I'm in there cleaning out my inbox all of a sudden. Ow, my outbox! And it's a delicate area. Not like you can put a sling on it and let it rest for a few weeks. It's got shit to do. So I Googled hemorrhoid. It tells me I need a non-prescription stool softener. So every night I would take a 12-pack of PBR and some Taco Bell. That's how I ended up at the doctor. Doctor, I have a hemorrhoid. He said, well, you're going to have to run a test to confirm it. I said, I did my own test. I got Google and a mirror. I had to turn off Safe Search, but there were a lot of results. They made me do the test. Here is the hemorrhoid test. A nurse put a finger in the afflicted area, wiggled it around, and I went, ouch. And the nurse said, that felt like a hemorrhoid. And I said, I wish you had just trusted me. A couple minutes later, the doctor comes in all concerned. Well, it looks like it is a hemorrhoid. I guess Google was right. But it could be something more serious. You probably read about that, cancer. So, we need to schedule some more tests. Early prevention is key to saving lives. So, let's look this over. I see here, Mr. Straw, you don't have health insurance. So, first thing I'm going to recommend is walk it off, pussy. Get out. Go. They kicked me out of the office. All I got was a test for something I knew I already had. I did get one more thing, a bill in the mail for $600. $600 for a finger up the ass. Pretty sure I could have got that for free on Craigslist. You guys are a great crowd. I gotta get out here in a couple minutes. If you like me, I got a shirt I sell after the show. I drew this shirt myself. See, it's a cruise ship with special smokestacks, and it says Bon Voyage. You get it? If you can't tell, check out the sun. You can tell from the placement of the sun in this picture. It is approximately 4:20. I know not everyone can wear a shirt with bombs on it. Maybe you have a job. Someone in your life would love the Bon Voyage shirt. Your stoner sister, your hippie uncle, your grandma who doesn't know what the fuck this means. Dress up grandma in the Bon shirt. That would be hilarious. I smoke weed because it inspires me. Some of my favorite jokes I wrote when I was super high. And I would like to share my favorite jokes I wrote when I was super high with you right now. Do you know what they call a woman with a speech impediment that makes her living beating people with candy bars? A dominatrix. She's a sweet lady. Do you know what Mexican magicians make for breakfast? Toast. Ta-da! By coincidence, I have a shirt that says Toast Ta-da. You see? It is a Mexican magician making toast. And he says, ta-da! And if you're really high, it sounds like Toast Ta-da. And this is a shirt I had to make for all the pussies with jobs who wouldn't buy the other one. Before I get out of here, I'd like to do my favorite impression for you guys. This is my impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger sealing an envelope, okay? This is Arnold Schwarzenegger sealing an envelope, and it goes like this. That's also how he tips his maid.